Hi y'all, I'm going to go ahead and walk you through a little slideshow of what I found in those videos briefly, in case you don't want to watch the whole hour-long video. Let's see, library, screenshots. I'm sure your videos won't look anything like these, but let's see. I'll use the editing tool to kind of explain what I'm talking about. But if you look here, this is a screen cap of, right here in the video, and you can see that briefly. And I've known most of these women for a long time, y'all, especially here. So I'm not going to identify them to you. But like this woman here, that is not me. Her face is a little younger. Her face is a little shorter, like from top to bottom. And her line of her eyebrows goes way closer to the edge of her eye than I like for mine to do. And her hair is just a different texture and a different color. So that's interesting. Okay, and let's see. That is kind of a mismatch of our two faces. You can kind of see here. Let me see. Okay. And remember, I told you I'm impervious to blackmail. Nobody really blackmails me about things, but they have in the past tried to blackmail my mom. And when my mom died, they stopped getting that money. And also, I'm not sure, she might have been buying stuff from them on the side that was called blackmail, but mostly blackmail. And when they stopped doing that, they flew up here like vultures when she died. And I don't know whether they reestablished this thing with C, the whole system with C, or if they just found another target, or if they were just sponging off of me for storage and for drops and for things, or what. But it's crazy, y'all. Okay, so this is not my face. It's kind of my face. Like, you can almost see that my eyeballs are here, right? But this and this is not my face. And that's probably as close a picture as we're going to get of her actual face, I think. Because they're very careful to put her in to mess with me, but to take her out when they need to. You can see they've left in some details, like she has a mole, or I have a mole, but I think you can also tell that this is not me, if you know me. The eyebrow to forehead distance is totally different. The smile line is totally different. Until coronavirus, I didn't have smile lines because I just hadn't smiled that much in my life. Partly also the part black thing, but she looks Latina and they have the same, melanin advantage to a certain extent. So it just depends on how you feel about that. But I mean, you can just kind of tell that that's not my face. So does she look familiar to you? There's an older woman that used to clean apartments, not clean apartments here. I think she sold insurance. But she lived here next to that one-bedroom model for a while. And she had a daughter that kind of resembled this person, but I'm not sure. And this person doesn't look very happy also. So I'm not sure they're doing this willingly, is the other problem. So someone should really kind of check on that, I think. Okay, so anyway, very odd to see that. Oops. Okay. There's that. That's the most important one, I guess. Okay, then there's this one, and which is me, y'all. And most of these are me, but I'll show you which ones aren't, and you'll have to look closely. But right here, that does not look so much like me. And remember, what they're trying to do is like pull out moments. There's a girl named Daisy Bell too that's here, and I don't know that this is what she looks like, but she kind of evokes this kind of a look with her hair and everything, whereas my hair doesn't usually look like this. And I don't know. But this woman down here, that person looks really familiar to me, and you can tell from the eyes that they're trying to Photoshop someone else kind of into the idea of the picture. Like the eyes are all Photoshopped, and the general, like the mouth kind of left to right distance is different than mine. And her chin is a little bit squarer and rounder than mine. So, I don't know if you see it. I'm just showing you what jumps out at me, because invariably, whenever I see the camera acting funny and I pull on my face with my hands, I go back and I look at it and it's different. It's someone else. It's really, really crazy. And I don't even have fantastic visual acuity, but I catch it almost every single time, which is nice. Because honestly, if I didn't, I'm not sure anyone would believe me at this point. Okay, so you basically just have to ask yourself which one of these is not like the other. And so this one, and some of these you might think is a stretch. This one here isn't quite like me. Again, with the speckly eyes, it looks like they pasted somebody else onto me a little bit. There's a few of them, like here. Here the eyes look a little crazy. It's just very odd here. It's like kind of a Jean triple horn effect that isn't really mine, because my eyes aren't that far apart and I don't have the same kind of look to myself. And I can't think of what the other actress's name is, but there's just some sort of like weird thing going on where it looks like they're trying to sort of pull towards a certain person that's not me, is what I would say. And you'll usually see them inserting, like here. I'll try to do this fast, but this whole thing is a little slow to start marking up, so. You kind of see it here. A little bit square of a chin than mine. Not really sure how to describe it. There's just something about it that jumped out. Oh, and also you can see in the eyes here, when they do that kind of weird thing with the eyes, that's usually not me. See how they're making one of her eyes go up and to the right, trying to look like she has strabismus or whatever you call that. That's a lazy eye, but like nystagmus, that's what it's called. Whenever you see someone trying to do that to your eyes, it's probably something else going on. Like here. And then here, they make it look like I'm drooling and stuff. It's just kind of like a little bit of inserted silliness. And that is my face, but I'm not looking down like that at that time. It's just really interesting. And remember, this is milliseconds of film. So why they would add someone different in milliseconds of film, I don't know. Maybe to get an ID picture or something else, I'm not sure. Okay, now again, this is kind of a stretch. But you see this person here is someone familiar to me that used to work here. Not sure if you can see it. She's a Latina woman. She's a very, very handsome woman. She's younger than me. She's like 44 or so. This is what I look like on my best days. This is kind of what I look like most of the time. But even that's a little change, and from here down, doesn't look like me so much. Okay, but you can see the difference. Do you see that? It looks like a different person to me, but I might sound crazy to you, I don't know. But this is another woman that we should keep in mind as a possibility of who they're trying to do all this for, to get benefits or whatever. She's making the father sign, I think. I don't know why she's making the father sign. She might be indicating that she does a certain profession. I'm not sure. But anyway, I'm doing this because I noticed her face popping up, and I'm trying to pull my face back into what the way it should look, right? Because that's what I always do, is always like a marker for me. Here, again, I look like another Latina woman that I know here, and she has, let me clear this, okay, here, she has very frizzy curly hair, like ringlets, natural ringlets. She looks a little tougher than me in the face, and she has this kind of like, I mean, I've started seeing someone that looks like that before. It's a kind of a stereotypical look, really, for a certain kind of person. But anyway, there's that. There's this one. There's the guy without the mustache. He looks like a guy I know named Hector. And I can't make a better picture of him pop up. But I'm just saying it's interesting to see all these different people in my thing, right? This is me with the face, but with her hair. Okay, then it changes to her face, and then slowly it goes back to my face. And this is me. I find that interesting. Do you know these people? Perhaps you know these people. These are all alleged people that could be benefiting from benefits or something from me or from someone else. Okay? But since this goes out to negative people, I thought I would show you because it's alleged. But there's no harm in asking the question as to why they're on my video, because that would have had to be a picture that was taken of them in that position and then manipulated into my video. You see? So to some extent, it would have had to be on purpose. And you can tell the backdrop here. If you look at her picture, you can tell the backdrop here is a little manipulated. The other one shows a better picture. You just saw a better picture of her. You can always rewind and see that one. But here, you can tell that the backdrop here looks manipulated. Looks a little tilty. Not quite the same as in my videos where it's more recessed and less noticeable. And here, you can't see it at all. Nor here. So it looks like two totally different people where they just kind of threw it in there. So 3 different people in my video for I don't know what reason. Possibly. Possibly this one also, I'm not sure. I'd have to see it. But if you go like slide it frame by frame, which I'll put up the original video so you can try it yourself. But let's see. Okay. They're trying to do fairy dust, say they filtered me, but I have not filtered myself. And you can tell if you watch the original video, there's no filtering going on. So again, which one of these is not like the other? Which one do you think is not like the other? I was kind of going to say maybe this one, but not as much, just in the mouth area. But this one keeps reminding me of a person that I know. And then there's this that kind of looks like Zach Braff. Not really sure what to do with that. Interesting, right? Not really sure what that's about. Okay, here's that girl. And I really thought this was probably going to be the best picture of her that we get. But this is actually a different girl. You can kind of see what her face looks like. And her eyes. You can kind of extrapolate a little bit, tiny bit of what she looks like. That might be familiar to y'all. It'd be worth asking if someone asked her to be in the video. That's not my hair. Her hair is shorter and more well behaved than my hair. My hair is natural and very crazy. But I mean, I wouldn't know if I'd say natural African American, but it's natural for sure. Okay, let's see. These all pretty much look like me, I think. Those all look like me. I'm sure I was going with that one. Sometimes I was trying to take a screenshot and it wouldn't quite take the right screenshot, so. Y'all. Here you see them just trying to add in frames to make me look weird. So, for example, you have the eyes on this one are kind of freaky. The eyes on this one are kind of freaky. This one, this one, this one, that one. You can tell they went back and tried to fix the eyelids over closed eyelids probably, but they probably weren't closed at all and they just had photoshopped them in. This is what I actually look like. This is what I actually look like. So it's interesting. Why do they want to make me look so bad? Interesting. Here you see the scarring. We don't know why they keep putting this in our videos, why my lips look enlarged, like enhanced. And you see scars here, like some kind of weird scarring right there. You see weird scarring right here. You see weird scarring right here. And I don't have that at the moment. Hopefully they're not thinking about giving it to me. It looks like someone that has really bad sun damage from driving, right? But remember, I haven't been driving in the last, I've been driven, but I haven't driven a lot in the last 10 years. So, therefore, it's probably not me, because when I was walking around, I was wearing zinc oxide or sunscreen on my face. That's why my face looks halfway decent. And I wasn't ever showing just one half of my face to the sun. I had equal time on both sides of my face. So, here's that woman again. This one also looks a little weird. This looks weird. That looks weird. It's so weird, y'all. The eyes look weird. So see, I mean, it's worth it to go frame by frame on videos sometimes. Sometimes it's just sort of like a solipsism exercise. Like it's just sort of, I don't know what you call it, a waste of time maybe. But I don't think so. I find it interesting. Oops. I don't know what that is. Okay, so here, same thing. I don't really see anybody different in my videos. It's really strange to me, but that's what I actually look like here. these all look like, I mean, kind of like me tired, I guess you'd say. But you can tell they're photoshopped around with the eyes and stuff and chins, and you can actually see them adding on a chin here, which is interesting. And this is what I actually look like. This is what I look like. So it's been nice for me to see this because I look better than I thought I would, but maybe I look bad to you. I don't know. I can't really control that. But it really has brought home how little my kids liked me when I was younger, for sure. It's very sad. See anybody that looks like anybody different? I don't in this one. I was probably trying to get a good, some of these I was trying to get a good, cover photo for the album, for the pictures, video. No, I don't see anybody different. I would say of all of them, this one looks a little, whoops. I would say of all of them, this one looks a little odd. I don't know what that means. But that's a stretch. Pretty much, you can tell that they're kind of like photoshopping the eyes around. I don't know what it is about the eyes, y'all. People that stalk people are big on changing their eyes. Although with me, for some reason, it seems to be the mouth. That's my mouth usually. I'm not wearing anything but regular foundation that's good for oily skin, so like almost clear foundation and concealer, but not on that part of my face, so I don't understand it. I guess I just think you'll never question it, but to me it seems important to sort of look at it. But, oh, hold on, this is funny. Here, if you look at this, my fingers look completely insane, y'all. I do have long fingers, but not nearly like that. I don't know anybody that has fingers like that, and I don't know why they would be in my video. That's strange. That is my chin, though. Except for they're giving me a cleft chin, which is weird because my grandkids have dimpled chins, but I don't. But I was in a bicycle accident when I was little that took off some of the skin of my chin, and when I got scar tissue, which I did not get on the sides of my chin, y'all, but I got on the very end of my chin, and it made like this tiny little chin implant right where a dimple would be. But my parents don't have chin dimples. I don't know how the grandkids ended up with chin dimples, but more power to them, I say. Okay, so this isn't my face. I'm not sure what that is. Let me get that off of there. So, if you look at the video, it's very clear that they're kind of photoshopping in, a burn there. It starts and it gets worse and worse and worse and worse and worse until it looks like a really dark blister on the lip. I don't have that. And it looks more like a crack burn than a blister, but I'm just specifying. And then here, there's a hickey, and I don't have that either. I'm not sure where that comes from. And then here, it looks like some sort of weird scarring or kind of a weird neck wound of some sort. You see a slit and stuff. And I'm not sure what that is. So, Just understand, I've never been accused of hurting anyone on purpose. I'm not really sure why I get all this malware, but it's probably from somebody else, I would think. But anyway, those things are not mine, but they may still be, since I filmed this today, they may still be on the person that put them there, or it could just be malware. That looks more like malware, but a very, very odd malware for sure. And that ends, on that note, which is so funny, ends the slideshow of weirdness. So, anyway, there's her face, y'all. She doesn't look like she wants to be doing that. She doesn't look like she's doing what she wants to do. I don't think she's the one trying to imitate me. She's not the guy that attacked me. She might be his wife, or her current girlfriend, or something. Or the girlfriend of someone else here. But she doesn't look like she's doing something that she wants to do. And if you look in the background, you can kind of see here, since she doesn't look like what she's doing, what she wants to do, here, you can kind of see an air conditioning unit, like for a business. But I personally don't know where that would be around here. Then there's a truck right here. And you can, if you go frame by frame in the original video, you can definitely see it very clearly. So who is this lady? And what is she doing in my video? And that was today. Boy. Okay. What's here? 10:18. I don't know who that is, y'all. But I will be looking for her. And I hope not in a bad way, but just to make sure she's okay. And I hope y'all will be also. We don't know who that is. Another question that Daisy gets stalked. And then right here is very clearly an AC unit. But since they photoshopped all this, they're not, since this doesn't have a white line around it, but this does, that could be photoshopped, I'm not sure. It definitely wasn't what I was showing you when this was all happening. You can tell from the frame by frame, it doesn't really belong in the frame by frame at all. So you have to go to where this is in the frame by frame, which is in the apartments part where I'm showing you the door to the apartment. So you have to go to that part to find her. But the part here underneath is not the same, because remember, they weren't letting the frames keep up because they were afraid, I guess, of revealing too much. Because, I don't know, it never really occurred to them that I would go frame by frame, but I like a good mystery. I'm about done with this one, though. I'm wondering if it's not a woman from my mom's town. But I don't know. I hate to hazard any guesses. Doesn't look very happy, though. I wonder what she... See, the thing that worries me is, like, what does she know? Is she jealous? Is she a slave? I mean, we don't know. Is she sad? Or worried? I mean, I don't know. What plans do you think they have? Maybe she knows something. I don't know. Maybe he's trying to force her to say that she's okay with him having an open relationship. I'm not sure. But what does she know that I don't know that's making her look like that? That's the thing that scares me. Or maybe she's ready. Maybe she'll tell on him at some point. Someone's stalking hard, y'all, and I don't know who it is, but I'm trying to figure it out with very little information to go on. And if I did figure it out, I don't know what I would do because I'm not willing to give up my identity or fake die, which is what they seem to be pushing me towards doing, but I really don't want to do that. I like all my numbers and everything. So, I don't know, y'all. Anyway, I'll send that picture around to people I know. See if they know her. But y'all be on the lookout also around Nacogdoches and in other cities that y'all know I've lived in Central Texas, in around San Antonio, Northeast San Antonio. She's somewhere. But that's not me, y'all. And I don't know what the heck she's doing in my video. So mostly I just wanted to show you that. Anyway, y'all have a good night.